Hello, my YouTube family. How are you all doing? This is a Lady Life with Bev Brown, and as we all know, in this fast-going time that we are in, with the days rushing, the night rushing, the months rushing, the weeks rushing, the days rushing, the years rushing. So we in a rush time. So the rush of life, the rush of life. So let us hear about the rush of life. It has been a very busy week. Although she knew there was a lot to be done before Sabbath. This is talking about a Seventh day Adventist person. The urgent seems to consume the important, and before she knew it, the sun has gone down. The family share a special Friday night meal and worship together. But when Sabbath morning came and she woke up early, she couldn't help noticing the dirty bathroom, which she wiped down. Then she saw that her young son had wet the bed, so she threw his sheets into the washer with other clothes. As she prepared breakfast for her family, she realized there was no dessert for lunch, so she quickly baked some banana bread. She saw that her husband needed a shirt iron for church, so she did that too. Then folded some clothes, took out the trash, and then it hit her. It's Sabbath, a day I love more than other. Yes, here I am doing all these chores and allowing these things to distract me from what Sabbath is really about, drawing near to God. For just a moment, her mind started justifying her actions. These were all things that needed doing. Were they really? She realized that she was acting like Martha, intro- distracted with much serving. Luke 10 verse 40. But the words of Jesus echoed in her mind. You are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed. Mary has chosen that good path, which will not be taken away from her. Luke 10:41 and 42. That good part, sitting at Jesus' feet out of a deep love for him, not just on Sabbath, but every day. She hasn't chosen that this morning. She loved God, yet it was easy to forget that He had given her the Sabbath as a gift in time to make their relationship stronger. Silent tears fell from her eyes as she stood there in the kitchen. The purpose of this example is not to focus on what we should or shouldn't do on Sabbath. Rather, it is a reminder of why it is important for us to notice the things that weaken or break down our relationship with God. Yes, when our hearts feel the pain of sin and separation, we called out to Jesus and we call out to him. Jesus is very close. Psalms 53:2. In his bloodstained hand, in his bloodstained hands, he holds a white robe. He sees our tears of repentance and takes away our dirty clothes. He then wraps his pure robe of righteousness all the way around us. His purity covers our confessed sin completely, perfectly. We can wash our robe in his blood. How do Isaiah 64 verse 6, Zechariah 3 verse 4, Isaiah 61 verse 10 reveal important truth of Christ's righteousness to us? Why must we always cling fervently to what God promises us in these verses? So, let I try to address this a little. As Seventh day Adventists, many of us, just like the lady in this story, find ourselves caught up with some situation. We prepare everything Friday evening, put our house in order, but you have some persons who come in after you done finish worship and gone to bed. They are not Seventh day Adventists. They live around in your house, and after you've tidied up the bathroom, kitchen, and everything, and all is well, and you get up in the mornings to use the bathroom, it need cleaning, it need, what would you do as a Seventh day Adventist? Would you do what this lady did? Go back and tidy up the bathroom, go back and tidy up the kitchen, go and put clothes in the washing machine, go back and iron shirt. Well, with the ironing of the shirt, that should have done from Friday. Even Thursday, prepare your Sabbath clothes from Thursday evening or Friday in the mornings. Do what you have to do before the sunset. Well, if something comes up and you have to rush out, say somebody got sick and you have to take them to the doctor, and it took a long time and you reach home late and so on, and you were tired, and by the time you jump around and do a lot of things, the Sabbath is there, and you wanted to go to church but the clothes wasn't ironed. In my perspective, I would hire a suit to go to church on Sabbath because of that happened, that setback. But if I am home for the 5 days, for the 6 days, and didn't prepare myself for church, and then on the Sabbath morning I took out my clothes and iron it, that is sin, because I purposely wait until Sabbath morning to iron, right? So this lesson is teaching us a lot, that we have to be careful what we are doing, because we like to work and so on, and we look and see the house need tidying, clothes need washing, nothing didn't bake for Sabbath and all of that. So we just get up and start rush, and on the Sabbath we find ourselves doing a lot of work, and then we end up in church late, because by the time we jump around to do this and do that, time catch up on us. So we end up going to church very, very late because we did not prepare for the 6 days. We do everything and get everything done, but did not prepare for the Sabbath. So God is going to hold us guilty for that, because we don't have any excuse. So these stories are showing us the rush of life. So while rushing, we have to make sure we do what we have to do as Seventh-day Adventists, that when the time comes, when the Sabbath draw nigh, we are here worshiping, giving God thanks and praise, and know that in the morning we don't go and do a lot of work. We just get ourselves together and go to church. All right? So all Seventh-day Adventists watching this, give me your views on this topic. All right? Peace out. Love you guys. Bev Brown said that. Rush of life.